Loyalty in relationships isn't always as clear as it seems. Some tests are hidden, waiting for the right moment. One of the most powerful tests? The integrity mirror. It's not about what's said, but what's done when no one is looking. How much can you trust someone to stay true to their word? And what does it reveal about the strength of your connection? The truth might be right in front of you, but it's easy to miss. This test can reveal more than you expect, shaping how we see each other in ways we don't always understand. The silent test is a common way people check loyalty in relationships. It happens when one partner becomes quiet or distant without saying why. They want to see how the other reacts. This test can show how much attention and care the other partner gives without being asked. For example, if someone stops texting or calling as often, they might be testing if their partner notices the change or takes the effort to reach out first. This behavior often stems from insecurity or fear of being unimportant. Instead of asking directly, they choose silence to observe actions over words. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of open communication, but it also teaches us to remain calm and rational during such tests. A Stoic approach would encourage understanding the reason behind the silence, instead of reacting emotionally. The silent test also highlights patience and observation. If someone passes this test, it shows they value the relationship and are willing to put in the effort without expecting constant reminders. However, it can create misunderstandings if the other person doesn't realize what's happening. A Stoic would see this as a chance to practice empathy and respond kindly, showing loyalty without feeling manipulated. The test reflects a deeper human need for connection and security in relationships. Selective attention is when one partner focuses on specific behaviors or choices of the other to test their loyalty. Instead of openly asking for loyalty, they observe how their partner reacts in certain situations. For example, they might notice how their partner talks to someone attractive, or how they behave when the relationship isn't going well. They carefully watch actions, not words, to judge if the other person is loyal. This tactic can create silent pressure in the relationship. The person being observed may feel they are under constant watch, even if they don't realize it. Stoic philosophy emphasizes self-retreat and staying true to your values. In the context of selective attention, a loyal partner's actions naturally align with these principles, showing their true character through their consistent behavior. However, selective attention can also lead to misunderstandings. If one partner overanalyzes harmless actions, they might misjudge loyalty. For example, a friendly conversation might be seen as flirting. This is where trust becomes crucial. Stoicism advises focusing on facts instead of assumptions to avoid unnecessary doubts. Selective attention works like a quiet test of the relationship's foundation. It reveals whether both partners truly respect and trust each other without the need for constant reassurances or dramatic gestures. The reciprocity check is about testing the balance of give and take in a relationship. The Stoics believed relationships thrive on fairness and mutual respect. This test involves observing if your partner shows the same level of care, effort, and loyalty that you do. If you always give, but your partner doesn't return the same energy, it's a red flag. This test can happen naturally in small situations. For example, you might notice how your partner reacts when you need support. Do they step up, or do they find excuses? It's not about grand gestures. It's about consistency in small actions, like checking on you when you're unwell, or remembering something important to you. Stoic philosophy teaches that a loyal person values equality. They don't see love as a one-way street. If someone takes but rarely gives, it could mean they prioritize their needs over the relationship. Stoics also remind us not to manipulate others into proving loyalty. The reciprocity check is not a trap, it's an observation. Pay attention to emotional and physical effort. Are both sides trying to solve problems together? Does your partner make sacrifices for the relationship just as you do? Real loyalty exists when both people willingly match each other's commitment. This mind game tests patience and emotional strength in a relationship. It happens when one partner delays certain rewards or emotional fulfillment to see how the other reacts. For example, they might postpone making big decisions like moving in together or getting married. The purpose isn't to harm, but to see if the relationship can survive temporary discomfort. From a Stoic perspective, this mirrors the idea of enduring short-term pain for long-term growth. A loyal partner will focus on the bigger picture instead of instant satisfaction. They understand that true love requires effort and the ability to wait for the right time without resentment. This game can also appear in smaller actions, like waiting before responding to messages or holding back on expressing emotions during a fight. The goal is to see if the other person becomes frustrated, loses interest, or remains consistent. Loyalty shows when someone stands firm, showing trust despite delays. Stoics believe that self-retrieve is key in relationships. They encourage managing desires and staying calm when things take time. This approach helps partners understand each other better, ensuring the bond isn't based on impulsive feelings, but deep emotional stability. It also reveals whether both partners value patience and commitment equally. The integrity mirror is a test of character and loyalty. It's about actions matching words, especially when no one is watching. This mind game often happens subtly in relationships. One partner may observe how the other acts in private versus public. For example, do they uphold the same values, or do they only appear loyal when being watched? Integrity isn't about perfection, it's about consistency between promises and actions. Stoic philosophy teaches that true character reveals itself under pressure. If someone faces a tempting situation, like an opportunity to lie or betray trust, how they respond shows their true self. A partner playing this game might look for signs of honesty during small, everyday situations. For instance, do they admit a mistake, or do they cover it up? These small actions reflect deeper loyalty. Another aspect is moral alignment. Do both partners stand by their principles, even if it's inconvenient? Stoics believe that living by values, regardless of consequences, creates trust. This test can also involve patience. How does someone handle misunderstandings or tough discussions? Do they remain calm and respectful, or do they manipulate the situation? Through this mirror, a person isn't just seeking loyalty in big promises, but in every detail of the relationship.